Forms LiveAgent extension tutorial. So to get started, you want to go ahead and add in your Likeable Forms license key. You'll also need your LiveAgent API key and your liveagent.com subdomain. So if you don't know how to find these, just check out the Q&A section page on the LiveAgent extension page on our website. Now, if this is the first time adding these keys, you do want to go ahead and hit verify license key. And once your license key has been validated, we can go ahead and move on to our extension settings. So for each form, you want to create a new ticket inside LiveAgent. You want to enable the settings. And now that we have our settings created and our API added, when you select the liveagent.com support department field, you'll see a full list of departments that are populated in the drop down. So if you have 10 different departments inside of your LiveAgent and you want to route different tickets to different departments based on the form or based on the agent, you can do that. But for ours, we only have one, so we'll just select our general department. Now for the liveagent.com support email address, this is going to be on a case-by-case basis. You'll need to manually enter this, and it's going to be whatever agent you want to assign this particular ticket to. Now for the ticket subject and the ticket message, this is a great place to actually use some of the fields in your form to extract the values from it. And so for example, if you notice when I select the ticket subject field, it says please add at least one field to your form. Now you can always just title it something static such as new ticket for the subject. But what would be really better and just much easier to understand is being able to reference each customer with something that's unique. So for example, if we jump back into our form and add an email field or even a couple of text fields, we can change out the text fields for first and last names. That way when we jump back into our settings, instead of just saying new ticket, we can now actually combine it with dynamic values that are provided to us by our customer. So we could say new ticket from, and we can assign the first name. And which is really great when it just helps you more easily identify who you're communicating with, and it gives you that little extra bit of a commercial feel that when you're actually communicating with your customers. Now for the ticket message, we highly recommend text area fields. Of course, it's going to be on a case-by-case basis, but text area fields are great because they're inputs that allow your customers to input a lot of information. So they can ask you questions that could span several paragraphs. So for our ticket message, we're just going to assign the text area field. And these little tags here, these little text fields with the curly braces, don't worry if those look a little bit funny. It's going to change to the actual value when the ticket's created. So at runtime, this will change. Now we can go ahead and set up our reply to email. LiveAgent is very similar to how emails work. So when you get an email, you can just hit reply and it automatically is routed back to the customer. So it is important that you select an email address field for the reply to customer email. It'll just make it a lot easier. Additionally, it's required because when we create the ticket inside of your LiveAgent account, we're also going to create a new contact. So it's important to have a valid email address associated with the new contact. Now for the customer's first and last name, we can just assign and map over the first name and last name fields in our form. The last couple of steps is assigning a ticket tag and handling file uploads. So by default, we have 3 ticket tags that are available to us, which are issue, pre-sale, or support. Of course, this is going to be on a case-by-case basis, but it'll help you keep your tickets a little more organized if you take advantage of it. So for this, we're just going to go ahead and select support. And the final step is if you have file upload fields in your form and you want those files to appear more like an attachment in the ticket itself, you want to go ahead and select yes. Or if you have file upload fields in your form and you don't want to include them with the ticket, you can always select no. There you have it.